Some of the toughest decisions we men face in life revolve around our motorcycles. Girlfriend, no girlfriend. Wife, no wife. And now, please hit the like button and subscribe for more relationship-ending comments. Prepare to be enveloped in the intoxicating crescendo of a 1993 ZX7 750. Its soul ignited by the ferocious roar of a ZX10R engine. Nobody can deny that's not a 750. But my attention is drawn to the swing arm. It looks like a Gen 2 ZX10R model, although it's hard to tell from this angle. The Gen 3 looks similar from the right side, but overall has a higher pivot point, bringing them closer to the rear subframe. Now, this swing arm is a 2008, and the build information confirms it. Also note, the rear subframe has been modified to accommodate the swing arm. I've done my research, and there are write-ups of 1996 to 2003 ZX7R with Gen 3 rear subframe conversions. However, there was one big difference that I missed. I'll get to that in a moment. But here's a clue. I'm sure you'll all figure it out. In this video, my goal is to install rear footpegs that have my wife's approval. However, these footpegs are going to be anything but easy to install. But wait, there is more. Another issue is the rear ride height. Initially, I measured the distance between the ground and a point on the bike, but I didn't account for the old suspension being tired and sagging more than new. Age does make things sag, and I'm leaving it at that. Just to get a rough idea, I turned to the social media community for measurements from other owners. And of course, social media never fails to amuse me. Some owners had witty comments, but one member, Fugly Holmes, came through with two measurements, 880 and 885 millimeters, or approximately 35 inches. Thank you, Fugly Holmes. Let's address more issues. How well my foot touches the ground? Will it be ballerina or flat foot mode? I'm leaning towards ballerina, meaning the bike sits higher and turns better, but is more prone to wheelies. And really, who doesn't do wheelies other than me? After months of diligent research and countless questions, I felt confident in undertaking this build. The information I gathered indicated that the conversion was entirely possible, supported by videos and modified bikes maneuvering in parking lots, and even undergoing dyno testing. Additionally, numerous images showcase 1996 to 2003 ZX7 7Rs equipped with 2008 rear swing arms. Mine's a 1994, which is a similar build under the plastic. Milos Volk, a helpful builder, provided valuable advice, including the necessity of a ZX9R kickstand. Unfortunately, I couldn't connect with other builders involved in older projects, as people often move on. However, a critical detail that remained unmentioned and undocumented was the incompatibility of a ZX7R with both a rear wheel hugger and rear passenger footpegs when using a 2008 rear swing arm. The limited space makes it impossible to install both without risking catastrophic damage to the rear end of the bike. While I could force a fit, it will require extensive modifications to the rear tail section, a compromise I'm unwilling to make. This realization brings me back to my initial dilemma. Wife, no wife. Given that this motorcycle was a backdrop to my first date with my wife, the footpegs are non-negotiable. As a result, I was forced to implement Plan B, a solution I would have preferred to avoid. Fortunately, my friend Chase stepped up and offered his assistance. Plan B involves using a 2007 ZX10R rear swing arm. I believe this will resolve the issues with the footpegs and the rear tire hugger. Well, footpeg issue resolved. As for the tire hugger, well, that's also resolved, but not the way I want it, because the 2008 tire hugger doesn't fit on the 2007 swing arm, and that's a bummer. Now, it is possible to install a 2008 ZX10R swing arm on a 94 ZX7 or similar models, as long as you raise the ride height by at least 3 inches, replace the side kickstand, make it longer by at least 3 inches, fabricate a new exhaust bracket, and if you don't plan to carry any passengers. Which goes back to my original question.
Girlfriend? No girlfriend. Wife? No wife.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the doghouse for this one. Now, let's move along. This is the original tire hugger. I can fabricate brackets to fit it to the swing arm, but it's not wide enough to accommodate wider tires. The original 180 tire I mounted in 1999, yes, 1999, was rubbing both sides of the tire hugger when flexing under a load. I love the look of the 2008 tire hugger. It just looks like it belongs. I mean, it makes the rear of the bike look oh so sexy. However, fitting it would require extensive modifications, which is not feasible. This leaves me with a 2007 tire hugger. Look here. No, down here. This little thing definitely has size issues, and size is everything.
Hey there, awesome people. If you loved this video, or even if you didn't, give it a thumbs up so we know you're still with us. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button so we can spam your inbox with more amazing content. Oh, and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you.
Let's wrap this up. At the beginning, I knew there would be a clearance issue between a 2008 ZX10R swing arm and the rear subframe. But I was determined to make it fit with a mindset, well, if they can do it, so can I. Unfortunately, I failed to see the bigger picture and was blinded by my desires rather than what was actually feasible for my application. So here we are. What I should have done 2 weeks ago. Nevertheless, I completed my task for this episode, which was install the rear wife-approved foot pegs. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
And remember to always hug your pet.